It's not a good place for a 4-man squad because there's just not enough loot for there.
Yeah.
But a 3-man squad can definitely get some good loot out of here. The question is, how much competition are they going to be facing? And here's the interesting thing: Team Yasnaya
Oh, no.
is there as well.
Well, it looks like they're going just a little past.
They went past. They abandoned prison. Meanwhile, Team Pochinki, and we take a look at what Team Pochinki is doing right now. They are actually landing in Severny, and we see here that is Galadin, who's landing right next to the church. This is actually he's going to be going to the diner. It's very important that we call this a diner. He's going to the diner right now to actually get started, and that's not a bad thing at all. The first person in the diner, he's the first one that gets to eat.
Yeah, not too bad. He's the first one to eat and the first one to loot. You know, the early bird gets the worm. And what kind of worms is he picked up a Tommy gun already?
That's correct. He picked up a Tommy gun, which is actually sort of a new weapon to be found out in the world.
True.
Usually it used to be in the supply crates. Now you're going to be able to pick it up in the open world.
How do you feel about that?
They nerfed the heck out of it. Okay, so don't get too excited. They did nerf it. It was a fantastic weapon, but it really wasn't that well desired out of the supply crates. So they nerfed it, dropped it out into the world. It's a fairly good weapon. It's got decent range to it, but the control on it is pretty tough, and you have to have a suppressor to help with any of your hip fire whatsoever.
Yeah, that 30 bullet mag is really, really not helping it at all. Like, there's no real reason to want to take it over something like a mini.
Well, you talk like you're talking a
Mini 14.
That's a sniper.
Assault?
That's a totally different weapon class.
Yeah,
totally different weapon class.
Somewhat.
You know, the thing is you're going to be studying where the final circles are going to be dropping.
Yeah.
You're going to be figuring out if you're going to be dropping in the middle of a city or if you're going to be dropping in the middle of a field. So, you know, starting with an SMG AR assault rifle right at the beginning of the game, not a bad idea. As you go and the game progresses and you decide, oh, it's a lot of open field, then, hey, we're going to go ahead and go for that Mini 14 over an SMG. If it's in the middle of Georgia Pool in the apartments, I won a game with the Tommy gun in Georgia Pool at the apartments. So you really can't do a lot and just say, hey, you know, the Mini 14 is just a clearly better option. There's so many things that can happen in this game.
Yeah,
and you
that
have
is
to
true.
plan ahead.
It is a very dynamic game, and it looks like there's a lot of different environments to be put on. There's apartments, there's open fields, like you said, and it looks like Yasnaya's stuck in a little bit of a small town. They don't really have that many buildings around them, and it looks like they will be heading to the East Coast before this first circle, this first blue zone comes into play.
That's correct. The first blue zone is not going to come into play for about another 3 minutes, and they got about another minute and a half to 2 minutes before the zone actually touches their faces. If they go down to Lipovka right now, there's a good chance of a vehicle spawn in there. There's several garages. There's boats for them to take a look at, but they are going to be needing to go northwest, and that is what we're looking at there is either a more, let's say, Yasnaya finish or an open field finish towards the end. So maybe trading out that Tommy gun later on for a Mini 14.
Yeah,
not a
depending.
Bad idea.
It's like, these early rounds are kind of difficult in gauging where the circle's going to land at the end. Like you said, you have to gear for the circle. If it's going to be landing in an open field, you're going to want to gear up with some more long-range stuff, like you mentioned. But in these early stages, you know, Yasnaya's just looking for, is that an 8X already?
Yeah, that's not too uncommon, actually, at this point of the game. Now, tournament settings, and this is as dictated by PUBG themselves, is that a lot of these weapons and modifiers, attachments are on a 1.2 times spawn basis. So it's going to spawn a bit more frequently than what you're used to in a standard, typical PUBG game. So it doesn't surprise me they're already rocking 8Xs, you know, and I've actually been pretty lucky with 8 times recently, where I would gladly trade in 8 times for 4 times nowadays.
Oh, yeah. I just get so disoriented with the 8X sometimes. Like, if you get too close to people, it's just not ideal at all.
Well, that's a good thing. If you're feeling disoriented, then that means that you've kind of progressed beyond that of a neophyte PUBG player, and now you're switching between 4 times and 8 times instead of just thinking 8 times is always better.
Yeah, that's true.
That's good.
Bigger number is not always better, Phil.
No, it's not. Team Georgia, who landed right next to Team Yasnaya. In fact, they probably scared Yasnaya off of prison. And quite frankly, I'm disappointed.
That they haven't taken that early fight?
That they didn't take that early fight.
Yeah.
Now, you know, that this shows that they have respect for their other in-studio team, Georgia Pool. It was very surprising to see them just cower away from the prison fight. Prison fight, an early game fight, would have been a fantastic start to this game. And I just...
Yeah, and talking
Missed
about
opportunities.
Speaking of early game fights, in another part of this area, Nick Parks, Glitchy Mane, and Mystique look like they're getting, well, not just yet, but it looks like they're about to get into very
Now,
spicy
Glitchy is
action.
a very experienced player, and that would be a fantastic perspective to take a look at there. Glitchy and his team are one of my favorites to do well, or at least place sometime tonight. Now, there's Glitchy on your screen right there, and he is only rocking a pistol, a micro Uzi, and a shotty, so he's not going to be able to get a lot of long-range work done. Mystique, though, she's working out here.
Yeah, she's got that Vector with the scope on it. Not a lot of range, but it looks like they will be closing that gap rather quickly. They were able to get one of them down.
That's right. We got some action
Oh, man.
happening right now. And Samnia, wow, gets a nice knockout on Mystique.
It's a 2v2 now. Nick Parks, it does go down. Samnia is knocked out. Mystique is knocked out. And
That means Glitchy's the only one up on Nick's team. That is the actual name of the team.
Glitchy actually got murdered.
Oh, Glitchy's out.
Yeah, he got
Ooh.
knocked and executed instantly.
Well, then that's unfortunate.
We'll have to go check out what his teammates
So
are doing.
Nick
It's a 1v1 now.
is the only one who is up for
Yep.
his team.
It's a Nick versus a Moist Zombie, so they're
I
fighting
honestly
for their team now.
expected Glitchy to do a little better here. I'm so sad to see him go out.
Ooh,
Probably first, considering there's only 95 left alive. He went down very early in this game. Maybe we'll see him come back in the third game like Cabby, resurrected like the Phoenix, and he'll do better again.
It's definitely very possible. Nick Parks did drop down to about 2 health, and but he did take out Moist Zombie's teammate, so now it's still a 1v1. I think Nick Parks hasn't even got the res off. He's afraid to get the res off onto Mystique because he doesn't know where Moist Zombie is, but he's on the lookout.
But meanwhile, we have another fight between Fluffy Marshmallow and another. If you want to take a look at that one more time,
Let's take a look.
like Ash Cheeks is getting involved here with Magnetron and Nighthawk. Not too far out there as well. Ally Helios flanking from the right there.
Yeah, looks like
Magnetron, the first ever Mixer PUBG partner, now squaring off against Ash Cheeks. Ash Cheeks is on a team with the Fluffy Marshmallow and Helios and the Ghastly Esports. That's their team name.
So it looks like Magnetron and Nighthawk are already missing that person. Now Ash Cheeks is getting a couple shots off. Nighthawk is able to take out Fluffy Mallow with a SKS. That's a 2v2 now. Nighthawk and Magnetron do have the advantage, both in position and in health.
Not only that, Magnetron's only carrying a pistol.
Oh,
I
no.
bet if Ash Cheeks knew that, she'd feel a lot better about that push.
Ash Cheeks now coming around the right side. And Helios hiding behind this tree is
Helios
waiting for that flank to come
Hiding as well. Now, he only has to really worry about that SKS of Nighthawk. Here we go, Magnetron with the pistol.
through. Yeah, Magnetron and Nighthawk doing a good job
He
of
does
running
have an
around together.
S12K, though. He does have some ability to get some range downfield with that S12K.
Smart
But it
moves.
looks like they're going to be backing
Yeah.
off of this team. Asterix and Helios not advancing, so they might be able to get away from this.
Not too
And
bad
that'll
at
be
all.
the end. Let's go ahead and take a look at the map here and see what the map is looking like now as game has continued. We see a lot of players in vehicles. We do see a supply crate down in the middle of the water.
Yeah,
that I don't think anybody's going to be going for anytime soon. Meanwhile, DS Synchro, who is on Team Pochinki, they're still up in Sverny, and they're in circle, and they have been looting like nobody's business. No one at all interfering with their ability to get loot. And so that's a helpful thing for them.
Wow. Go past the limit in another part of the map. Died from falling.
Go past the limit. Probably got ran over. If I were a betting man,
He went past the limit. That's for sure. No, he's gone.
well, that he did. If we take a look back at the map one more time, though, we can see here that we have Que Paso and the Izzy having some problems catching up to the circle. We have 2 teams in Georgia Pool, and we got a bunch of teams in North Georgia Pool,
This
including
is not
I'm
gonna end well.
Batman, who is Jared FPS. And I would be very interested in seeing what's going on over there as well. Meanwhile, we see Sithos, who is in North Georgia Pool. I'm Batman. There he is, the man himself, Jared FPS. So long as he stays off a motorcycle, he will probably do well.
And it looks like they are in very close proximity, but they have no idea that the other team is in there. They're not making any sort of cautious movements. They're not really looking behind their shoulders. None of that nonsense.
None of it.
Just looting casually.
And this team might end up intersecting with I'm Batman. And now, don't be fooled. I'm Batman and Split the Wig are very good players. They can easily 2v3 another squad.
You're very confident in these guys.
No,
very confident.
well, have you seen his stream, sir? I'm confident I'm Batman could solo that entire team.
Oh, man.
He is a very, very strong player.
You were also confident about our first casualty here in our PUBG match, so...
Well, that's true. That's true, Glitchy.
Caster's
My
curse.
boy, he let me
see.
down. Caster's curse. I agree. I'm sorry, Glitchy. I should have never done that to you.
I wonder how he'll feel about that. You'll have to definitely talk to him afterwards.
But the
and see
thing
what's up.
here is that right now we see 92 left alive. People are making it into the circle, but oh my goodness, take a look back at the map. Can we see what in the world is going on with Fizz TC Coon? What is happening here? They are just so far away from the circle.
Yeah, they're...
And it's getting ready to close again. And it's hard to believe that they would just allow themselves to get so far away. They're the only team who... Fizz Tycoon. Oh my goodness. That is, you know what? The text is small. It's so difficult.
I definitely feel you, but it looks like their adventures did pay off quite a bit. You know, Fizz Tycoon does have an AK, got that UMP on his back as well. It's got level 2 body armor. He's pretty kitted out. Capasso on his team.
And they're finally outside of the blue. Everybody is now in circle, and they're going to have to be working on to the next circle. Can we take a look at that?
Sure, sure.
So this next circle is looking like it's going to be centered in over... Well, that's not a good thing. There we go. All right. It's going to be centered over Rizok. We also have Severny up north that's still in circle. So DS Synchro and Team Yasnaya.
Still looting.
I'm sorry. Excuse me. Team Pochinki still doesn't have much to worry about. And we actually had a team go out for that supply crate in the water, and that's Mellow Gamer and Thoughtless Doom. Really fun play there. Good for them.
Mellow Gamer looking like he's picked up the M249.
That's right. The M249, a vehicle slayer.
I mean, yeah. But other than that, like, you like it? Is it your favorite? I'm okay. Oh, you like it a lot.
I mean, look, it's not... a lot of people love to see the AWMs, right? The M24s and things like that, right? But when you got the M249, that is just a fun weapon. Anytime you see a vehicle drive by, you can knock it out. I'm sure you remember from probably the first game of the last Man Standing tournament, whereas Team Yasnaya got a bunch of vehicles together. Oh my gosh, it's Cabby cleaning people out with a Car 98. That is disgusting. What is happening? Check out that shot.
Oh my.
Unbelievable. Cabby killed Halios by headshot. Oh my goodness, this is sick. This is the kind of plays that we expect from Cabby. If this man gets on a tear, him and Hands Off My Nuts both have Car 98s. They are getting this game done. Look at that. Beautiful. 3 down.
Yeah.
Woo,
Already.
since the last time we took a look at that score check. Unbelievable.
Poor Nighthawk and Magnetron, you know, they escaped one battle and they had to run into Cabby in another place. Like, they're not having a good time so far.
No, they're not. They're not. But I'll be honest with you. If anybody's taking me out in this tournament, I would want it to be Cabby. And I can say, hey, Cabby got me. What can I say?
Yeah, no, at least, you know, you can die with some pride there.
Yeah, exactly. Take the pride and just, we'll come back in the next game.
Yeah. Employing quite the strategy here, Untamed Tiger, bandaging up in his Jeep, you know. Yeah. Outside that circle, he's still got quite a way to go. Let's check out if there's any more fights going on. And now DS Synchro up in Severny. He might be greeted by some
That's
welcome
right.
guests.
They are getting a few guests coming up. And now Golden Templar and his team here, they are actually going to be parking out towards the beach.
Very smart.
Now, that is a loud vehicle.
Yep.
DS Synchro and Team Pochinki, they're going to be able to hear this vehicle go by. And it doesn't look like they're looking to engage there in Severny. They're just going right by Severny. And I'd be surprised if they even knew DS Synchro and Team Pochinki was even here.
Yeah, I don't really think they knew. It looks like they may have gone all the way around as a precaution, but, you know, DS Synchro just holding back up in this house.
But since there's no action here, we do see Bristly getting involved here. There's another battle going on. We got Dello Pepe in a bit of trouble in the gaze of Bristly Gerbil.
This is awkward.
This is very awkward, and we see Austinix, another team I said to look out for. He comes within sight.
Austin!
And oh, there we go! Austin right there with the AKM and the quick knockout. That was unbelievable. What did I tell you about the AutoZoners?
That was a fantastic shot. You know, Durable, he was lining up that shot for a second. He wasn't even sure there was a person there.
Yeah.
And Austin managed to land that headshot from in the window of the burnt out car. That was nuts.
Now, can we see who's left on his team? Are they all still up? No, it's just Austenix and Della Pepe, Ambo 33, they're all still up. This is a dangerous team. That is a team that a lot of people won't see coming. They did very well in the last man standing tournament. They took second place in one game, first another, and this is their second time back in a Mixer NYC tournament, and I expect them to do very well again. I expect them to finish tonight placed in the November 30th game.
Ooh.
If they don't, I will be severely disappointed.
Big aspirations. They've got a lot to live up to now. Cabby's going to be able to knock out Split the Wig in another part of the map.
Split the Wig goes down. What in the world is happening to my boy?
He does
Jared
not.
FPS.
No kills, though. No kills just yet.
No,
Cabby does get him
he is
down.
knocked down. Let's go ahead and take a look at I'm Batman, because he's going to... This is a fight that people want to see. This is Jared FPS against Cabby. Please take a good look at that fight.
Here we go.
Here we go. Cabby and Bink on the south side of this hill, and we have I'm Batman and...
Oh, they've got them surrounded. Jared is on the northern side while the rest of his teammates are on the flank as we speak. Let's
Jared
see if I can
is
get
running from west to east, trying to follow the terrain, keeping his cover.
TV Calico, let's head on over to him. He's very
Split the
close.
Wig,
He's
back
able to
up.
get one down. He knocks
Bink
out
is
two of them.
down.
He's able to take out Cabby and Bink, and TV Calico picks up the third one. That's that group
That
knocked
is
out.
unbelievable. TV Calico takes out Cabby's team.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Caster Skirt strikes
That
again.
is exactly what we were looking for in this game, was seeing Calico and Jared FPS and Split the Wig up against probably one of the toughest teams in this tournament, Team Bushido of all people. With Cabby on the team, they go down. Unbelievable. You know Cabby is upset.
Oh, yeah.
How did Cabby Vision not pick that one up?
Yeah, how did it not pick? He's got it. He must have been looking somewhere else. Someone, go check out his channel. Tell me where he was looking, because he does have that set up. So
Yeah, he does have that Cabby Vision going on. I don't know what's happening right now. Meanwhile, TV Calico continuing to make his way into the zone. Let's go ahead and take a look at Nighthawk here with Magnetron.
they've been around this water for quite a while now.
Yeah,
And
I just hope this doesn't turn into a swimming pool match, and it looks like they might have to stay submerged for a little bit because Shark Attack is looking right above them.
Oh,
Shark Attack and Skills and Thrills.
With that holographic scope, something is going on here. He's taking quite a bit of damage. Shark's attack now. He does see them swimming.
He does see them swimming.
Does he see them swimming?
No.
He's
might just be looting. He might just be looting. Nighthawk and Magnetron going under the bridge now. He doesn't see them.
Well, duh. He is repositioning, however.
Wait a minute. No clue that Nighthawk and Magnetron is down there. He's going to be healing up right now. I don't see his buddy. His buddy is also looking the wrong direction. They have no clue they're down there. Maybe he might peek. Maybe he might see. No, still no idea that Magnetron is down there.
Kind of a smart move from Nighthawk and Magnetron. They realized that Nick Parks' team and Skills and Thrills were having a bit of a shootout. And so Magnetron and Nighthawk are looking to take it.
Meanwhile, Malo Gamer did kill Leilu. And Backdraft Mixer is in trouble. Backdraft, one of the nicest dudes you could ever meet. Very sad to see him get taken out. Meanwhile, Arcanaut and Popster are in a fight. Let's go ahead and take a look at that one. Arcanaut here up against Hell's VIP and Nazabox. Arcanaut, his pulse rate monitor probably going through the roof right now.
Running up to the rock now on the left side. He's got that Scar L equipped. You better have that set to full auto.
Arcanaut
And he's going to be
continuing to
switching
push
over.
on Naza. He's getting ready to pull around. Good look to his left.
Yeah.
Naza
Check
knows
those
he's
corners.
coming. The fight happens. Arcanaut with a fantastic kill.
Able to get one.
Taking out
Let's check out his
Nazabox.
Popster now coming from the top.
Comes in. This is a very good team play right here. This
Very
is
nice.
very good play by Arcanaut and Popster, doing the things that they have been practicing doing for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Arcanaut being taken out by Captain 16, somebody he was beefing with prior to the tournament.
Oh.
He left very upset. It's good to see him back and in good form, taking players out, doing exactly what he's supposed to be doing. Meanwhile, Benju just knocked out Nick Fury.
Oh, no.
We got to take a look at that. Servitas Vitae, otherwise Magix.
Magix, my boy.
Just lost his friend Nick Fury, and again, this is on Team Yasnaya.
Oh, no. He's bobbing and weaving, trying to get behind the tree.
He's got
does make it.
Good look at Bearju.
He's got that SKS. It looks like an 8x scope on it, and now he's trying to distance himself as much as possible. You know, he does have one teammate still alive. Nightstand looks like he's pushing aggressively into the sniper
Nightstand is
stand.
really what he's trying to do is get out of the blue. This blue is going to start chunking. This is going to hurt, and he is so far away. Meanwhile, he's got a whole team between him and the white, and he's alone. He's separated, isolated from his team. Nightstand and Servitas Vitae not communicating, and that will cost them. That will take a miracle at this point for them to live. Right now, they're going to be blowing a lot of their meds to stay alive. They're going to be making their way towards it unless they take the time.
God. He was using the first aid kit, and he canceled it at the last second.
Unbelievable. That is a costly mistake. Meanwhile, we have people who aren't dying to circle, but instead other players. Let's take a look at Austinex and Ambo. They're in a very, very weird situation. Ambo getting some network lag, apparently. He's back out. Austinex is down. Ambo is low. Meanwhile, Domination.
This is a tree v tree battle. This is all the cover that they have in this field.
That's it. That's all they have. And you see the bodies hit the floor.
Yeah,
They're all over the place.
All three members of this team are still alive. Domination did drop very low, but he's able to recover his health, and now he's looking to get some juicy loot off of these bodies.
Well, look at that face of concentration.
Yeah, right.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see if there's any teams coming around him. They look like they're in a pretty safe spot as it is, but the circle
They've
is
got a
quite
long
far.
way to go. Now let's go and take a look at that circle. Who's being favored right now?
It looks like.
And then now we see that Retro Prodigy actually is in a good position. Team Georgia Pool still in this. Meanwhile, Crossover is working on Nighthawk and Magnetron.
Man, these guys have seen so much. Like,
Magnetron was not by any mistake the first Mixer PUBG partner. He is a fantastic player in this game, and I expect him to do well. Crossover is going to go ahead and back off that team, though. He's got to make it back to the white. And the thing is that he knows that Magnetron and Nighthawk are going to have to make their way into the circle.
Yeah.
They're going to have to follow. They're going to have to come to Crossover.
the circle
thing is
mostly
that
in their favor, yes.
if he doesn't recognize that that's Magnetron and Nighthawk, who are very good players, he might not want to wait for them to come from.
Oh, yeah, you think they'll aim them even though they have the superior positioning?
Even though they have superior positioning, you know, playing, skill, all that stuff still takes into account a lot of different things.
And here they are. It looks like they're playing the hill very well, keeping crouched so they don't
have
get
very
spotted.
good cover.
And making their way. They did push up just a little bit, but not enough. And now Crossover has still got them pinned down, but they're doing a very good job of staying out of his line of sight. Magnetron now.
Ooh, Magnetron
jumping
has taken very low. Popster just knocked out KFeezy, by the way. Mellow Gamer also putting in some work. Meanwhile, we do see that Gallatin Gaming is actually still in here.
Yep.
I think all three of our teams are still in.
Tap on over to Sitos, and it looks like he's going to be executing Kipaso with that Mini 14 and going to be taking the loot of this crate while the fight erupts around him. One of his teammates are still down that nade. I hear it. Just not close enough. And Sitos, it looks like he's going to be backing out. I'm not sure if he really got anything from that.
Not so either.
Uh-oh. This Tycoon are pushing up. Fiend, they're wrapping around the left side. Here we go.
Now, if we could just take a look at that map real quick, because these teams are coming in.
And already, Team Yasnaya, they are missing Nick Fury, and Team Pochinki missing Galadon. Mr. Wonderful and DS Synchro on Team Pochinki, still alive. Magix and Nightstand on Yasnaya, still
I
alive.
am not certain Team Pochinki can pull through this without Galadon.
Ooh, Mr. Wonderful, man. He's just wonderful. You don't think he's gonna be wonderful at PUBG?
I've played with him.
Oh. Whoa.
No, I'm sure he's wonderful. We'll keep the faith with him. Meanwhile, Pirate King gets taken out by Fiend. Trademark.
Now Fiend gets taken out
But
as
he's
well.
getting taken out as well. He's taking a lot of circle damage. The whole team just got wiped. Meanwhile, we got to take a look here at Omniscient Shark, who is going to be able to clean that up. Let's take a look at the map real quick. We got a lot of teams moving into this circle here. They're all over the place, and there are people knocked out. Let's take a look at Buggy Man. Here comes Buggy Man. He's got TV. Calico, and Split the Wig is down as well. We have a...
Poor
Very
Kuda.
difficult situation. Is Jared FPS still in this game? Or is that? No, he is. He's still in that game.
He is. He is
now
by himself.
alone. He is now alone.
He's got that Scar L. He's got
He abandoned his
R98.
team for the white circle.
Oh, yeah.
And the truth is, that was a great time to push it because there's nobody really in the circle. Everybody, a Sika full clips from Thunder Shrimps, is just hanging out in this building, camping very hard. Zed is dead, and Squeaks, both of our teammates are in there. But what we don't know, or what they might know, Squeak seems to know, there's a team in the building right next door.
Well, now we did see Diaz Synchro in quite the same position before, and we know
Oh
how that
no,
one
this
ended.
is a very different situation. Squeaks can actually shoot these guys in the brain hole right now if he wanted to. They all jumped out of the building. It looks like they are looking to maybe get out to the white circle. Maybe this is where patience might work out for Thunder Shrimps. Asika full clips.
Let's see. Let's see.
She is. Oh, looks like she's gotta have a shot here on
Okay, so-
domination.
Wow.
Grenades go off. Reeds takes a little bit of damage from that.
This is
Faux
gonna be
Daddy
dicey.
is in the house. Remember, Faux Daddy, he won one of the in-studio tournaments here the second week.
Domination now realizes that there's 2 squads in 2 houses, and he gets taken out. Poor guy. He realized that just a little bit too late.
Yeah, he was definitely in the wrong place at the wrong time. That circle is going to start closing in 2 seconds.
And there
And
comes
Faux
the
Daddy
disengage.
knows it. He's gone.
they
Thunder
go.
Shrimps is staying put. Their patience is not going to work out for them here. They didn't realize that they left. Reed and Faux Daddy and company are out of town.
Oh, no.
Meanwhile, they're going to get taken up by people who are waiting from them in the circle.
Dunksley, the only one remaining of this 3-man team. He's looking for a couple headshots.
There
He
he
lands
goes.
it
Buggyman goes down by
through the
Big
grass.
Dunksley.
Through the grass. What? And now Big Dunksley is the only one left on his team still alive. He's got to
There's
clutch
a
this
lot
if
of
he wants
action
his
happening.
team to succeed. And they're dropping very, very low, and they keep dropping lower.
Faux
One
Daddy
down.
and Reeds are
There's only
down.
one
They're
left. 2
down
down.
circle. Big
Big
Dunksley is
What?
also going down as well. That will be the end of him if he can't get inside. Let's go ahead and take a look. We got Retro Prodigy and Virgo still in this. Virgo, the newcomer, and Retro Prodigy, he's doing fantastic in this game so far. We are down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams. Half of these teams will advance. And take a look at this. Retro Prodigy and Gabe Olivero are still in this. That's right. 2 of our in-studio teams are still in this.
Here we go for the
Here's
boys in blue.
Virgo, brand new to this game, guys. Brand new to this game.
That's ridiculous.
Let's
How did
take
he
a
make
look
it so
at
far?
DS Synchro shaking his head. Gabe's still in it.
There's Mr. Wonderful himself and Diaz Synchro. They are still in the game, like you mentioned, and they're sitting at, dude, Gabe Olivero, Mr. Wonderful himself, sitting at full health. Hasn't taken a bit of damage.
And look, no one is in this circle. Take a look at the map real quick, and we're going to see what's going on here. No one's in this circle except for Gabe Olivero and DS Synchro. They have the best position. They're inside probably the only building, and they're right on top of the circle. Everybody else is going to have to come to them. Please take a look at this map, please, for me. And we have Defiant here at the northeast. Nighthawk, he's the last man standing for Magnetron. We got some
There we
Fox
go.
going off here. Buggy Man, take a look at Retro Prodigy. Retro goes down. Virgo goes down next, and that'll be the end of Team Georgia Pool. Let's take a look back at that map. Let's see what's happening. There's a lot of things that are going to be happening. Now we see Defiant heading into the circle with White Wolf. They're going straight for DS Synchro. Meanwhile, we got somebody in a car. There's another fight happening there. That's Conrad. He's coming down in that buggy. Nighthawk still way in the back. DS Synchro getting ready to be taken back by that other team. Connor trying to trade blows here with Sithos.
Yeah, he's positioning himself around this rock, using that med kit real quick. I don't know if it'll be enough. He's got point. Oh my gosh, he makes it. He does reach full health, and he's still outside of that zone, landing lots of shots. He's gonna get him very, very close to dying. Conroe for.
Space out, right?
Ah, there goes Sithos, finally gonna die to the
Now,
zone. and
here's an update for the teams in the studio, by the way. 2 teams are out. Gallatin's the only one out on Team Pochinki. DS Synchro just gets knocked. Gabe
Gabe!
Olivero
Gabe!
is doing nothing.
It's up to you, boy. It's up to you. This is your time to
No,
shine.
he is in the circle. He's trying to camp this for the rank. He is camping this for the rank. Go look at somebody else. Gabe is giving us a bad show.
Let's go. Oh, no.
Take a look. Take a look. Right now, there are... Please... Can I see that map real quick? The player list. Give me something here. These are the last 3 teams. Am I right? These are the last 3 teams here. Gabe Olivero and his team look to be going through to the November 30th final. Meanwhile, Insomnia is taking shots right now at Defiant. All 3 of these teams going on. Right now, we're looking at Flashpoint Esports. These guys are a very, very good team. You said this is an official organization.
Yeah.
And the other team is Shale Team 6. Gabe Olivero still up.
Oh, and he's making a break.
And he's making a move, and he goes down! He goes down!
He had 10 seconds before he even had to move.
They're moving on! Gauntlet and his team is moving on! White Wolf right now just gets taken out.
There it is.
Boogeyman, Con Roar
Third place
4,
with 0
and
kills.
Insomnia doing a fantastic job. That is Flashpoint
That's good.
Esports. Flashpoint Esports will take down the victory in the first tournament. But unbelievable, we have got an in-studio team qualified and moving on to the November 30th finals game.
They definitely deserve
We
an
also have
applause.
Flashpoint Esports moving on, and we also got, I believe that's Shell Team 6.
Shale
moving on
Team
as well.
6.
Fantastic game, lots of action, unbelievable.
And you know, I was not. They were down a man from so early on. DS Synchro and Gabe pulling it out to get to 3rd
The
place.
3rd place.
That's ridiculous.
You know, sometimes you just gotta play it safe. Put your nose in the corner,
Yep.
and Gabe Olivero put his nose in the corner for the
Yep.
team. He just stood there defiant
in that
with
house
his
too.
nose in the corner, and he survived.
Yeah. No, they
To be
definitely
3rd
did.
place, he did good for his team, doing good for Gallatin.
And now a little bit questionable at the end with that sprint to victory, but once he realized he qualified,
He qualified, he was
made
done.
It. He made it.
He was done, he made it. Now remember, everybody back at home, there will be a point score for the finals. You can't just sit there and try to survive. But in the meantime, what do you think about these other 2 teams? We got to see Flashpoint put in some
That is true.
serious
Yep.
work. Did you manage to take a look at how many kills they had?
Flashpoint. Okay, so I know a couple of the players had 7 kills, 5 kills, and 3 kills. Now I can't say exactly how many kills per person, but that's a lot of kills. That's roughly 15 for the entire team.
That's a very, very good showing. And if we were keeping points or scoring kills,
Yep.
they would have probably done very, very well in a points game for the finals. So I am definitely excited to see Flashpoint moving on to the 30th.
Yeah, and actually we
And
do
let's
have a
go
replay
and take a
of
look at
Gabby.
replay.
Yeah.
Here's a Cabby.
With that Car 98 at an 8x scope.
Look at that
lands
Cabby
headshot.
vision. Look at that Cabby vision. That is perfect.
And there he goes, lining it up again. And here we are,
Here comes
panning over to
Arcanaut.
Arcanaut. Yeah, with that scar, and now he's looking for some damage onto X-Aiden. And this is the flank that they're pulling off.
And this was a beautiful flank. This was very well executed. I like how Arcanaut looks to the left here, checks before he even goes in to make that final play. He waits for him to readjust to a bad positioning and takes him out. That was a fantastic play. You couldn't draw it up better than that. And then his buddy Popster comes in there to finish off the other guy. That is
nicely
good
done.
teamwork.
Yeah.
I expect Arcanaut to place eventually.
Oh yeah, they took full advantage of the geography of the map itself and used that hill so beautifully. That flank from the top, like what? You don't expect them to come